It's been a massive time on the planet with so much changing as we move forward. Today I'm going to offer a collective reading for the month of July in 2024 and ask Spirit to bring through anything that they feel is important to share. And if it resonates with you, allow it in. Okay, so opening up now to my guides, welcoming them in close today. The importance of finding the center point. It's very strongly with me this morning. Okay, so as I connect, they're showing me this wonderful big bird, and it's flying in the sky. There is this great feeling of expansion that's coming in with this scene, and it's as if, the bird is flying over the timeline in some way. It's like observing what's gone on and where we're moving forward. Now, I want to say that its energy is largely on the end of a time, on the end of a phase before it moves forward, and there is this great pull to revisit and connect to that which needs completion and that which needs your energy now. There's certain things that need to be dealt with, that need to be given attention, and so they can shift through. Now, I want to say that within giving attention, it may just be observing these things within your own space. It may not be an acting out or moving toward, but really a focusing inward and just reflecting on what's been taking place. Now, this is very important because we are shifting, like it is moving along, and we have come to the end of a time. There's a lot of closure, there's a lot of loose ends, there's a lot of things that, there is a lot of things that have actually already ended. And so it's like a tying up of this time. It's a tying up of these experiences. And really it's coming into the present moment of now to be able to move forward. Now, as I look in timelines, going back, going forward, through experience, they always affect us in different levels, and we can be looking toward any of the places on the timeline, but there is a real importance to bring your energy right in to this present moment at this time. And if there is something that you're thinking about or trying to understand or trying to work out in your external world, they're really encouraging you to bring it back to you and bring it back to a place of not doing, just observing and just being with whatever it is that's going on for you. Okay, so as this bird is flying in the sky, this focus into this area of cleaning up, of ending, of tying up loose ends is very important, because as we shift along the timeline, there's all this excitement coming. There's a buzz, there's an energy. There's new things that are being offered. There's new experiences waiting, and they're right there. It's like they're all just right there. So it's a very exciting time that we're moving into, and it's like they're offering me this rainbow energy, but it's like there's so many levels to it. It's like energies of all colours, and I feel as though this refers to the resonance of every individual. We resonate in different colours or variances of different colours, and these colours align us with parts of ourselves, parts of our experience. It's like our whole self coming together with all this. It's like a painting of colours that you carry with you forward. And so Spirit is really bringing together all of what you've experienced up until now, and putting it all within your own sphere. And, as we let go and tie up the loose ends of the past, it's like we become this ball of energy moving forward into what is next. Now, I feel as though in July, as I've spoken of, it's like there is this heightened energy, there's an excitement, there's something new, and, there's this energy of people waiting, going, ooh, yes, we're waiting for something, but it's like this big group. We're waiting for something, and we're getting really excited, we're getting ready for what's coming next. Now, I want to say that there is this feeling of waiting forever. It feels like this stage is like stuck on a loop. These people anticipating and waiting, it's stuck on this loop in the way that it feels. Now, in terms of how it actually is, it isn't stuck on a loop. There is, this careful patience that's needed here, but it can feel very much like it's been stuck on a loop, and they show me like a record going around and being stuck, playing the same line over and over and over again. And so it's like a broken record, essentially. That's how it's coming through. So as I ask Spirit, what more they want to share around July, around the month of July within the collective, important elements to be sharing with you guys. They're talking about freedom for the people, like within these groups of the collective. It's like there is this hope, there is this fresh hope for the people, for things to change, for things to be different. And the energy is high for this. And I want to say that, there's going to be many of you that are going to come up with ideas of how to do things moving forward, but new ideas, like this could be business ideas, just random ideas of moving to new places. And talking about overseas, like there will be some of you that will be considering moving overseas to different parts of the world. Now, Spirit wants to point out that this is very important because, as I said in the beginning of the reading, we have these colours that we all, we're all a unique painting, essentially, made up of all of our experiences from the past, from the future, in so many different ways. So we carry these blends of colours with us. So when we move to another part of the world, we have this unique blend, and we resonate with that blend and affect the community. So it's not a small thing when an energy moves from one part of the world to another part. There is this amazing connective element that's going on here throughout the globe and throughout the energies of the globe. So if you are thinking of moving, it may not just be that, I'm moving for this reason. There may be this higher purpose. And really, Spirit is coming in here with, if this is you thinking of moving, they're wanting you to connect with the rainbow. And how to do that is just center yourself, sit in the moment in a quiet space and just breathe, just quieten everything down and picture this rainbow. Picture a rainbow. The rainbow is you, and integrate the energy of the rainbow within your own energy field. And this will support you to make the right choices in regards to location of where you may need to be moving to, because there will be, Spirit brings to my attention these significant people and energies that will be moving, relocating for good reason, for good purpose. Now, I want to say there is also, my attention's being brought to, it looks like some sort of a town, and there's a lot of hills here. Now, it feels connected to Europe in some way. Now, I'm not going to say that it definitely is in Europe, but it has an energy about it that has that resonance. But I'll just describe the town. Like there's a lot of mountains, and the house that the people live in are very close to these mountains. There's a lot of thick trees and forest around, and houses with pointy roofs. So there's something very significant here. So I feel as though they're tuning more into a particular soul that this message is for. Take this more seriously. Take your energy and your location more seriously. It's like you've been questioning something that's been going on for you in regards to location, but they're just wanting you to realize where you are and realize where you're going to move, and there will be some context and understanding of why you're in that situation. So they're just wanting to fine-tune it for you within this message. Okay, so in regards to, moving to different locations, anything else, Spirit, that you wish to speak about? They're wanting to talk about, there's a lot of spirit overhead that's being ignored. There's a lot of spirit connections that are trying to come through to many of you, but you're not listening. And it's really about opening up into these higher dimensional energies to be able to hear and to be able to really receive, be the receiver of the flow. And often, it's like they're showing me these levels and layers, and, somebody going about their day, and there's a limitation. There's like it's like a little doorway that's shut off, and it's like it stops there, and that's kind of the field that this person is existing in, which is all well and good and is all fine, but at this time it's very important to open up these doorways, and these are essentially your own limitations that have been put there. And, for good or for bad reasons, that's not really the point. It's just that they are there, and they're wanting you to open up your sphere more, open up ideas more, and just open up to the moment, the present moment more, to be able to really open up and let in these connections with spirit, because they're just going to come through, but they need you to be the receiver open and listening. Now, it's very easy in this world to not be the receiver. It's a feminine quality that we all have, and most of us aren't actively living our day, being overly receptive. I mean, it's not a very supported way of being. It's not an easy way to be when you open up to the expanse of this planet and all the elements on it. So there is this level of shut-offness, closed, that is going on, but they're wanting you to open up, be the receiver, and allow spirit to come through, to give guidance, and to give information. Now, spirit will come through in very different ways for all of you, and it's not necessarily even about being, doing spiritual things. It's about being open to receive, and that could just be an idea that comes to you in a different way that's very important. But it's like we need to open up that influence of spirit and allow it to come in and to flow through us, rather than being separate to it, rather than staying in a very dualistic, you're here, I'm there, and even really that spirit is separate to us, because it isn't. Spirit is us. It is all one in the scheme of things. It is separate, and there's a purpose for separateness, but it is all one. And so the more we can open up and surrender and be the receiver, the more we can stay on track to who we are and to what we have to give to the world. Okay, so I'm just going to ask now if there's anything more. It's actually come to my attention that, within my last reading I did, it was a crypto reading. There was a mention of San Francisco, and some sort of chokehold or some sort of element around the throat. And there was an element here of suffocation, of smoke inhalation. Now, I just feel to connect a little bit more with that, to see if there's anything more that wishes to come through around this in July. Now, they show me, it looks to be some sort of it's difficult to say, some sort of a power plant, but the smoke is coming out of this building. And, it's like, it looks very, there's not a lot around. It's quite a wide open space with these buildings with the smoke coming out of them. And they just keep giving me this sense of, throat restriction. Now I ask Spirit, okay, is there more that you want to share around this scene in San Francisco? I feel as though there's workers around here. I'm being shown overalls, like, that they have on, work gear, hats, and something significant happening here within this scene. Now, I'm also hearing connection to Iowa in connection here. Now, this could be connecting actually to the place or to something that goes on within industry, is the way that this comes through. But they point to Iowa, they point to San Francisco. There's some connection there that's important. I'm just going to ask, is there any advice for anyone who's listening in San Francisco that, you may want to share, Spirit, as to why you've brought this to my attention again? They're talking about somebody driving. It's like someone's driving, and is it within the vicinity of this? But it's like they're within the sphere of this event taking place. And what have you got to share around it, Spirit? They're just wanting safety. Just be alert, be open, because it's like you may come. And as I look up, I saw a 444, which is interesting because Spirit often points to moments in the reading that are very significant. So it's like, be alert, be awake. It may just, all it may be, this message is just you bringing awareness to what's in your surrounds. So if something is taking place when you're driving in the car that connects you to this reading, there's a message in that. So it's quite important. And I ask, is there anything more that you wish to say about that? No, it's just your awareness. They're just talking about your particular awareness of this situation. And again, they take me to this larger element of how we affect each other, within location. Because, at the start of the reading, they're talking more about, the different parts of the planet, and we all resonate in these different energies and take them with us in different parts of the planet. Now, this is the same case with this person driving. It's like their awareness of this message is also supporting others within the direct surrounds of the situation. So just keep that in mind and keep that in your heart if you are in that area at all. Okay, I'm going to ask, is there anything more that Spirit wishes to bring my attention to for July? The energies in July for the collective. They're talking about great things coming. And they're actually handing me a set of keys. Now, I feel as though this set of keys has got all sorts of new things on it, like, connections, a key for a new car. Now, it feels very solid too, it's like there's this very high quality. The key that I look at is very high quality in nature. So whatever it's connected to, I feel as though it's a vehicle it's connected to. It's expensive, this vehicle. And there's also, on this key ring, there's also a new apartment that's been bought. I feel like this, if this is resonating, this is obviously connected to you, but it also may be being put, a few different messages are being put with this set of keys, because there is this element of new things that are coming in, a new car, a new apartment. And I want to say too, like there's connection with, as I've connected to this set of keys, they're also showing me family gatherings, and families enjoying each other. It's very sunny in the way that I'm being shown this. It's very sunny, summer's day. Certainly is not Australia that I'm seeing this reference to, because it's freezing here. So yeah, enjoying family time, the riches of the family. And there's also the riches of, 3D manifestations of cars and homes. So beautiful things coming, and beautiful things for many of you are actually happening now. It's exciting, it's light, there's a lot of sun energy. Okay, so I'm just going to ask anything more before I close the reading today that Spirit wishes to share. They're bringing my attention to the heart space, to your heart space, the heart that is there in your chest every day, beating and resonating for miles. It's like they're wanting you to be aware of your heart. And just being aware of your heart presence is going to serve you greatly to stay in alignment at this time, and resonating to the fullest of who you truly are. So really staying connected to that heart, to that precious heart that's in your chest, beating right now, right in this very moment. Okay, I feel that that's a good space to leave the reading at. And yes, I hope that you've enjoyed it today. And if you have any thoughts or feelings or anything you'd like to share around July, any reflections, please pop them below. I've also just opened up 10 private readings for July. If you'd like one of them, please get in touch via the About page of the channel and the email from there. Okay, sending you all many blessings, and I hope you have a beautiful July, and take care. Raven Scry signing off.